becoming a landlord, and that your mortgage is going to be due after this whole pandemic stop. Eventually it will. But in the meantime, the courts say you cannot, as a landlord, evict your tenant. Meanwhile, for the next 12 months or 6 months, the courts has not put a levy on you. Stop as a landlord evicting your tenant. Your bills are still due on that structural unit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna file bankruptcy. You're gonna file Chapter 11. I have people that have filed bankruptcy, and you can file bankruptcy at Chapter 13, Chapter 7 every 10 years. Don't say I'll put my money in a trust or I'll hide my money, because you have to report your income. So you're still losing money if you are not familiar with how to. Yeah, you can make money, you can day trade, and that's fine. But if you're not familiar with how to do your financial, how to be stable with your money, you will eventually you will eventually lose on the back end. And I'm only saying this because this is what I do for a living, and I have been governing it for a long time.
Can you send me your contact info after?
I was just gonna say that, like these are the types of things that our community needs to be able to have. Having somebody that knows how to credit.
Yeah, I mean, and I do.
Understands credit and banking.
And I'll tell you this. I had a young lady, and I feel bad because she asked me that, Latasha, why don't you teach credit literacy? And I do, but she said, why didn't you tell me this? Because what happened was, I gave her a deferment in August. I said, okay, I put both of her loans, a debt consolidation loan. I put her vehicle loan, she has a Lexus. I put both of her loans in deferment in August under the CARE Act. I had to. Then I gave her an additional one. She got jazzy with me in October, right? I filed Chapter 7. Cool. Okay. Well, once you tell me that, hands is off. I can't educate you any further than that. Which she didn't want to even give me her attorney information. The purpose of you giving me your attorney information once you file Chapter 7 is to tell me if you are going to do, so that I can communicate with your counsel. And hey, will your client do a reaffirmation agreement? Her attorney she paid all of this money to her attorney, $4,000. You hear me? You follow me? To all of this money to her attorney, when her attorney has a fiduciary duty to pick up that phone to call me and tell me, send me over the reaffirmation agreement, Latasha, so we can fill out this paperwork. She didn't do it. Guess what happened? I told my counsel, let's go ahead and do a stay order. Guess what happened? January 14th, I hired an agent, go pick up that Lexus. Soon as I got a discharge order from that judge, and the judge granted my order, she came outside to go to work. My agent was outside, picked up that Lexus. She called me, Latasha, I need to go to work. I understand that. The judge, your bankruptcy was discharged. I ordered a stay. The judge granted my order. I repossessed your car and I seized your bank account. She said, what am I going to do? You have to talk to your attorney. That's what you got. That's what you paid $4,000 your attorney for. Your attorney has a fiduciary duty. Your attorney works for you. Okay. Always remember that. You don't work for your attorney. Anytime you pay money for your attorney, you go in there like a boss. You tell your attorney, you work for me. I don't work for you. You do as I say. You got me?
People don't understand the power. They don't understand the power they have.
And so her attorney called me. She said, so can I reopen her bankruptcy? You know what her attorney said to me? Can I reopen her Chapter 7? I said, you are the attorney. I don't work for you. Can you reopen her Chapter 7? She said, how much, here's the trick with credit unions. Hear me out.